Hello, my loves. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to focus on activating and energizing our core. So, of course, in the physical body, this is where we have our digestion, our intestines, and this is where we digest and absorb our nutrients. And then on an energetic level, this is where our solar plexus chakra exists and where we can tap into our personal willpower and our intuition. So we'll be focusing on both levels, both physical and energetic levels, as we activate and focus on the muscles around the core through our practice today. So we'll begin in a brief meditation, gently closing the eyes, dropping the shoulders from the ears. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and release with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. I'm just bringing both hands, placing them on the abdomen or on the solar plexus. And we'll just breathe into our hands for 3 full rounds of nourishing breath. So inhaling through the nose, sending the breath all the way through the chest, all the way down to the abdomen, allowing the hands to raise. And then exhaling that back out into the world. 2 more times, inhaling through the nose, sending breath all the way down to the hands and the abdomen. And then exhale 1 more round here. And then bringing the breath back to a normal and steady pace. Before beginning our movement today, just thinking about an area of your life where you're seeking some guidance and knowing that this area is the center of our intuition and our willpower. So allowing your practice today to support you in tapping into that intuition, that willpower to support you with this particular area or challenge that you are encountering in your life. And through our movement today, we will activate the physical body and activate the energy channels around the abdomen to support you in strengthening digestion, absorption, as well as that intuition and personal willpower. We'll gently open the eyes and we'll begin today in cat-cow. So hands are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On the inhale, we're really going to tilt up, pressing the shoulders down, pressing into the hands, tilting the tailbone up toward the sky and activating the abdominal muscles. On the exhale, very slowly and gently rounding through the spine as we activate the core. Inhale, slowly coming through center. On the exhale, we round. So I invite you to close your eyes, taking a few very slow and very mindful rounds of cat-cow, really bringing your awareness and focus to the abdominals. Maybe activating the abdominals in a way that you don't normally in your cat-cow. Really pulling the abdominals in and activating the muscles. 2 more full rounds, the pace of your own breath. Pausing here at the center. We're going to take 1 more round and hold on the cat position. So again, inhaling cow pose, looking up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, rounding chin into the chest, rounding through the spine, we're going to pause here. So really activating the abdominal muscles, bringing awareness, breath, and fire to the abdominal area. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we release, gently walking hands forward. Forehead comes down to mat, just getting a stretch through the arms all the way down the spine. On the inhale, walking back to center. From here, separating the knees, heels meet, and we'll shift the weight back for a momentary child's pose. Fingertips reach, spread wide, forehead comes down to the mat. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, we slowly come up through center. From here, we'll take the fingertips forward, slightly tuck the back toes, and shift into a downward dog. So really pressing the shoulder through the arms, activating all of the muscles in the body. And again, bringing awareness to the core and how it supports you in this pose. On the inhale, we're going to come into a plank pose, holding here for some extra rounds of breath, really activating through the abdominals as we strengthen the muscles around. We'll take a deep inhale here at center. On the exhale, shifting the weight back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale to come forward, plank pose, pausing here. Continuing to breathe as we hold and strengthen, really tapping into your internal strength in this moment. Deep inhale at center. On the exhale, we shift the weight back, downward facing dog. Last round here, inhale to come forward, pausing here, continuing to breathe. From here, we'll place the left hand to the center of the mat, shifting to the outside edge of the left foot, going into side plank. Hand can come to the hip, or we can reach arm up toward the sky. Pausing here, option to inhale, lifting the top leg. Option to bend the knee or straighten. Whatever you want to challenge yourself today in the pose. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, floating back through center. And then on the exhale, going to the other side. Right hand comes to the center, side plank. Again, option to bring hand to the hip or reaching up toward the sky, really activating the abdominals and the obliques. Option to lift the top leg. Pausing here, breathing here. On the exhale, coming back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to drop the knees, drop the elbows to the mat, spreading fingertips wide. Forearms and elbows are dropped into the mat. We'll tuck the back toes, and then on the inhale, straighten through the legs, finding dolphin pose. On the inhale, we'll come up onto the toes. On the exhale, deeply bending the knees toward the mat, activating the abdominals. On the inhale, straightening the legs. On the exhale, heels come down toward the mat. Again, inhale, lifting onto toes. On the exhale, deeply bending through the knees. We inhale to straighten the legs. On the exhale, lowering heels to the mat. One more round here. Inhale onto toes. On the exhale, we deeply bend the knees, and we're going to pause here for a few rounds of breath. So really feeling strong in the arms, activating the muscles of the core. Holding for 2 more rounds of breath. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, knees lower to the mat. From here, we'll keep the toes curled under. We're going to come up onto the toes, sitting onto the feet. On the inhale, reaching up toward the sky. So we'll clasp the thumbs together, really reach up, activating the abdominals. So just bringing awareness to the abdominals. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the right, holding here, pausing here. So just working the side obliques, the side of the abdominals, holding here as we sit onto the heels. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we come back through center. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, twisting to the left, again, pausing and holding. Really activating the muscles of the core. One more deep breath in here. On the exhale, lifting up through center. From here, coming onto all fours, we'll walk the hands forward, coming into Sphinx pose. So dropping the elbows and the forearms, we'll spread wide through the fingers. Inhale to reach up into Sphinx pose. From here, bringing awareness to the tops of the feet, we'll plant the feet into the earth. On the inhale, gently peeling the hips off the mat, we'll lift them to the sky. On the exhale, slowly coming down, Sphinx pose. Again, inhale to lift the hips. On the exhale, gently lowering, Sphinx pose. 2 more times, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Okay, one more time, we'll do that with a hold. So on the inhale, we'll lift. Holding here, pausing here. So again, really pressing into the elbows, the tops of the feet, activating the muscles of the core. 2 more breaths here. On the exhale, coming back into Sphinx pose. From here, we'll plant the hands underneath the chest on the inhale, shifting back downward facing dog. On the inhale, lifting the right leg high. On the exhale, bringing the knee into the nose. Inhale to send the leg back. On the exhale, again, bringing knee to nose. On the inhale, we'll send the leg back. On the exhale, knee to nose, pausing here. So we're going to hold here for 2 extra rounds of breath. So really activating the abdominals, building that inner core, inner strength. Tapping into that internal wisdom, your personal power, your intuition. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, releasing the leg, and we lower it to the ground. Going on to the other side. On the inhale, lifting left leg high. On the exhale, bringing knee all the way into the nose. Inhale to send the leg back. On the exhale, sending knee to nose. Inhale, sending the leg back. On this next one, we inhale, knee to nose, pausing here, holding here. Really activating the abdominal muscles, the solar plexus, and your core. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, leg releases, and we lower to the ground. From here, deeply bending the knees to the mat, coming onto all fours. From here, going into alternating sunbird flow. On the inhale, we'll release the right arm and the left leg. So we're going to really reach through the fingertips. We press through the back foot as if it's up against a wall, so the foot is flexed. We'll inhale here. On the exhale, coming to center, switching sides. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Again, really pushing through the back leg. On the exhale, coming through center. Inhale to reach, switching sides. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. So a few more rounds, really activating, bringing your awareness to the abdominal muscles and the core, building that strength from within. One more on each side. And from here, walking the hands forward, forehead comes down to the mat, puppy dog pose. So just taking a breath here, connecting to the breath, feeling the fire begin to build and burn. On the inhale, pressing up into downward facing dog. We'll step to the tops of our mats. Inhale, halfway flat back. On the exhale, we fold. On the inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. From here, we're going to inhale to rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. On the exhale, planting the hands, sending the legs back, pausing here in plank pose. So holding here for an extra round of breath. On your next exhale, gently lowering yourself to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. On the exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, halfway. On the exhale, we fold. And the inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. 2 more rounds of Surya Namaskara A, holding in the plank pose. We inhale to rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway. On the exhale, we fold, planting hands, stepping back, pausing here in plank pose. Taking a nourishing round of breath here. On the exhale, slowly lowering chest to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. On the exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, halfway. Exhale, we fold. On the inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. 1 more round here. Holding at the plank pose for 2 rounds of breath. On the exhale, slowly lowering. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. And coming back to the top of the mat, halfway. Exhale to fold. And the inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart, closing the eyes for a moment, pausing into Tadasana. And taking a deep breath in, and we exhale. On the inhale, we'll gently rise. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. On the exhale, we take a seat. So spine is in neutral, we sit down, feet are about hip width distance apart. We're going to inhale the hands to the heart. Pausing here, really focusing on the abdominals. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, we're going to twist, pressing the elbow into the knee, looking up toward the sky. Chair twist. On the inhale, gently coming back through center. On the exhale, other side, elbow meets knee, we look up toward the sky. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming back through center. We'll inhale through center. On the exhale, diving forward, we straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway. On the exhale, we fold, pausing here in a forward fold. So allowing the head to drape toward the ground. Arms, shoulders, allowing gravity to pull you down as you drape the body over itself. And getting a release through the lower back, the back of the neck. From here on the inhale, we're going to lift the arms out by our sides. And on the exhale, slowly folding. So again, inhale to lift using the abdominal muscles. On the exhale, we fold. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. On the exhale, we fold. Inhale to lift. We're going to pause and hold here. So really activating again those muscles of the abdominals. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, planting the hands, we send the leg back, float, pause, or rest. Feeding in child's pose, separating the knees, heels come together, arms reach out. Forehead comes down to the mat. And pausing here, connecting to your breath. On the inhale, slowly coming up, plank pose. So holding here. Continuing to breathe as we hold plank. On the inhale, left hand comes to the center of the mat and we shift, side plank, lifting arm up toward the sky. Holding here, option to lift the top leg. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming back, plank pose. Pausing here and plank for a round of breath. And then on the next inhale, right hand comes to the center. Side plank again on the other side. Pausing here, tapping into the strength. Option to lift the top leg. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming back to plank pose. From here, shifting the weight forward, we'll slowly lower ourselves to the ground, planting hands for a second round of Sphinx pose. So again, really pressing into the arms, shoulders drop from the ears, and bringing that awareness to the tops of the feet again. On the inhale, peeling hips off the mat. On the exhale, coming back, Sphinx pose. Again, inhale, lifting the hips. On the exhale, Sphinx pose. 2 more rounds. Slowly lowering Sphinx pose. From here, pressing the hands underneath the body, we're going to shift our weight up and come on to our seats. From here, planting the feet firmly into the earth. Hands come behind the legs. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, rounding through the spine. From here, we're going to go into Navasana or boat pose. So we'll pause here. On the inhale, option to lift the legs off the ground, really activating through the core. Pausing here for 2 rounds of breath. You can stay here, or option to straighten through the legs, pointing through the toes. Holding here for 2 rounds of breath. And from here, option to also release the arms. Breathing 2 rounds of breath. Option to stay here or just swaying from side to side, shifting arms, kind of rowing that boat, activating deeper through the core, tapping into that personal power, your intuition, bringing blood flow to the abdominals, stimulate digestion and absorption. Pausing here, hands at the heart. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we release. Arms come around for a big I love you hug. Tucking chin into the chest to release the back of the neck. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhale, hands come behind. We shift the weight back. We're going to straighten through the arms, and we'll straighten through the legs. So arms stay locked. On the inhale, using the abdominals, we'll lift the hips up toward the sky. On the exhale, we slowly lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one here. Inhale to lift. Pausing here, holding here. Really activating through the core. Building that internal strength. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering hips to the ground. From here, bending through the knees, we'll gently roll onto our backs. Tucking the knees into the chest. Just massage from side to side. Roll from side to side, massaging out the lower back. From here, going into Apanasana flow. So hands cup around the knees. We're going to pull the knees into the chest. On the inhale, gently pressing the knees away. On the exhale, pulling the knees in. Again, inhale to press away, activating the abdominals. On the exhale, we pull the knees in. 2 more times, pressing away, pulling in. Inhale, pressing away. Exhale, pulling in. From here, pressing the knees out 1 more time, holding here, activating the abdominals. Holding for an extra round of breath. On the exhale, feet meet the mat. We'll gently tuck the shoulder blades underneath the body. On the inhale, we're going to lift the hips and lift the arms overhead. On the exhale, hips lower, arms come back by our sides. Again, inhale, lifting hips, lifting arms overhead. On the exhale, we lower, arms lower. 2 more times. On this last one, we'll inhale to lift and reach, and we're going to hold here. So again, really focusing on the abdominals, activating those muscles. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we slowly lower. Inhale, knees come to the chest. On the exhale, we extend the left leg, right knee stays in toward the chest. We'll inhale at center. On the exhale, twist, taking the knee across the body. Opposite arm releases, and we follow. Gaze follows the extended arm. And taking a few nourishing breaths here. Maybe closing the eyes, further bringing awareness within. Maybe thinking about that area of your life where you could use a little more personal willpower or intuition to guide you on your journey. On the inhale, gently coming back through center, switching sides. Left knee comes into the chest, right knee extends. We'll inhale at center. On the exhale, knee comes across the body. Left arm reaches behind, gaze follows the extended arm. Again, gently closing the eyes. A few more rounds of nourishing breath here. On the inhale, coming back to center. From here, grabbing both of the knees with your hands, we're going to gently rock and roll until we come back up into a comfortable seated position. From here, we'll inhale, reaching arms up. On the exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twisting to the left. One more time, inhaling to lift. Exhale to twist, holding here. So really feeling that stretch through the spine as we activate the muscles of the core. Inhale to reach. On the exhale, we twist and hold. On the inhale, reaching through center, the thumbs will meet, again, reaching up toward the sky. Really activating through the abdominals, tightening the muscles. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, lowering the hands. From here, we're going to place the hands onto the belly, the abdominals, the solar plexus, and we'll gently close the eyes. We'll inhale the breath all the way down, past the chest into the abdominals, and then exhaling back out into the world. Again, inhaling through the nose, sending the breath all the way down to the belly so the hands lift. And then exhale back out into the world. Returning to a normal, steady pace of breath. Just tapping into the power and vibration of the solar plexus, of your intuition, your personal power. And also noticing the energy that's been created beneath your hands by connecting body, breath, and movement. And to support with your digestive tract, absorbing the nutrients from the food that you eat on a physical level. We'll inhale the hands to the heart, bowing chin to the chest. And silently or aloud, repeating the affirmation, I already know. I already know. So just a reminder that everything you seek, the answers to the questions that you ask, already exist within, and you already know. So taking time to silence the external noise, close your eyes, bring awareness within, and tap into your intuition, your guiding compass, and your internal wisdom that already exists within. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed that class, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day.